Play action fake to Brown. Stafford wants to go for it all right here. He throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! Georgia wins! Mikey Henderson on the reception. One and done, baby. And there's a huge dog pile in the far corner of the end zone. And that was Scott Howard, I believe, in what was his first call for the Georgia Bulldogs last year as they won in overtime in Alabama. You know, each and every week we appreciate you all being here with us on Raycom Sports to watch SEC football. But if you're out in your car, you know that there are some legendary voices in SEC football, and today we bring you the sounds of the game.
James will go all the way for another punt return touchdown against Tennessee. He's done it again. Oh, my.
Toss sweep to Marino, the tail, at the 10, at the 5. He leaps, he dives. Touchdown, no shot. He jumped from the 3 and just propelled himself right into the corner of the end zone. He looked like Superman that time.
And once again, that was Scott Howard on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network. You know, for the past year or so, he has been splitting time with the legendary Larry Munson, who announced earlier this week that he had called his last game on the Bulldog Radio Network. A sad occasion for all of us in the SEC, but thank goodness we still have the memories.
He had a gig playing the piano with Tommy Dorsey's big band.
Yeah, Dorsey was a real thrill.
His broadcasting career got its start in Devil's Lake, North Dakota.
Boy, and you talk about cold, man.
He hosted a successful fishing show for 28 years.
I've had days when I laid on the floor of a boat and slept, and it would be snowing like crazy while we were running up the lake, you know, 80 miles an hour.
But for all that he's done in 86 years, Larry Munson will always be known as the voice of the Georgia Bulldogs.
The bench is unconscious. He kicked the whatchamacallit out of it. Driving and running with those big thighs. My God, a freshman. Run, Lindsey, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Lindsey shot, Lindsey shot, Lindsey shot. We just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose.
But basically, if you're a Bulldog, if you're a Georgian even, the guy you remember most has been Larry Munson, because he started in 1966, so we're into the second generation of kids who never knew anything but Munson.
In 1966, Munson came east to announce games for the new Atlanta Braves. While getting ready for his first spring training, he found out about an opening up the road in Athens.
And it was right on the front page of the Atlanta paper, a little box that the Georgia announcer was going to go to CBS and do part of the CBS football package. And Georgia was taking applications for the announcer.
And so began Larry Munson's 42-plus year run as the voice of the Bulldogs.
We're a minute away from kickoff, so we'll throw it to the legendary voice of the Georgia Bulldogs to tell you all about tonight's ball game, Larry Munson.
Very crucial, critical football game here for both of them. Tennessee a favorite, but not a large favorite. After all, they are on the road. They are here.
Once you hear his voice, for so many in the state of Georgia, you know it's football season. You know, I mean, it sends chills down your spine to know that it's fall and it's Georgia football season.
But when it comes right down to it, it's his calls that have made it.
And off to Herschel, there's a hole. 5, 10, 12. He's running over people. Oh, you Herschel Walker, just driving and running with those big thighs. My God, a freshman.
But if you win just enough and you get a few big plays, it makes the announcer really sound good. And the people think he can do no wrong. He's hanging the moon. But they don't realize it's up to that ball club to win the game. That's what makes you sound good.
Gonna throw and a run, complete to the 25, to the 30. Lindsey's got 35, 40. Lindsey's got 45, 50, 45, 40. Run, Lindsey, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Lindsey shot, Lindsey shot, Lindsey shot. Touchdown, my God, a touchdown. We threw it to Haynes. We just stuffed it with 5 seconds left. My God almighty, did you see what he did?
And all of a sudden this battery of words come out about we just crushed their face, we stepped on their face with a hobnail boot, and now the game's over. You know, what is a hobnail boot?
We just dumped it over. It's 26 to 24. We just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose.
I didn't know what a hobnail boot was, and I don't know why. I could have said army boot, but I didn't. I said hobnail. And I really had in my mind, I think the black boots that the German stormtroopers wore, what they call jack boots.
Those phrases, some people will think, well, how does he rehearse that? How does he practice that? He doesn't. It just flows.
The hobnail boot has become my favorite. Now, Knoxville won't appreciate that because I know their reaction to the call, as I've heard from them many times. But that became the famous call. And when you get near the end of everything, you don't really want to quit. You got to realize the age factor has crept in now. So if you think about yourself like that, or somebody comes up and says, I've been listening to you for years and years, that's age now. And you're right on the end of the diving board now. You've walked right out on that end. And of course I will miss it. And what I've never heard, never, is a radio broadcast of a Georgia game. And that's one of the first things I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the lake where I keep my tackle on my boat and stuff, and I'm going to get on that lake, and I'm going to listen to the radio broadcast and just see what the devil it sounds like.
Whatever it sounds like, it won't be anything like what we've heard for the last 42 plus years.
23, 22, 21, clock running. Oh, look at the sugar falling out of the sky. Look at the sugar falling out of the sky.
Boy, so many great calls by Larry Munson. And as I said at the top, thank goodness we have the memories. We understand that Larry is home this weekend, surrounded by his family, celebrating his 86th birthday. While we'll miss seeing it, Larry, happy trails, my friend, and good luck.